Good evening, everyone. Good evening, all. I think we're live. Mike, Anne, Sally, Simon, Richard, Christine, Bella, welcome. As usual, just sound check. Just let me know you can see me and you can hear me okay. Good morning, Barnaby. Good to see you. Good afternoon, KK Booth. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for the feedback. So I know we're good to go. Great. All good. Hi, hi, hi. Many thanks to those of you who supported me on Patreon last week. Massively appreciate it. So I shall be continuing with the nuggets on YouTube for the time being. So that's, again, very much appreciated. Hi, hi. More people joining. Hey, hey. So what we're going to be doing tonight is reviewing the first part. Good evening. Hello. Oh, they're all pouring in now. Wonderful. Glad. Yes. Thank you, Suzanne. I appreciate your support. Much appreciated. So we're going to be reviewing the first part of the set that we did, which was the parting the wild horses mane left and right. And then we're going to add a new movement on tonight as well. So we're going to do a warm-up together, which will be the 𝐂𝐴𝐺𝐺𝐻. Fab, fab, fab. Yep. So we're going to do the warm-up together, which is the 𝐂𝐴𝐺𝐺𝐻, then the first part of the set. Anyone who has any questions from the previous lessons, please type them now so I can make sure that when I do the review part of the lesson, I'm covering and I'm answering all of your questions. So, hi, Fujiao. So please just pop those questions in now. Anything that we've covered in the previous lessons that's not clear. And for those of you who haven't learned before, if you're new to this, has everyone got to the point where they can do the first part of the exercise? Repulsive monkey, brush knee push, part the wild horse's mane to both sides. If you can't, just type where you're having a sticking point and I'll be happy to go over in more detail for you. Give it a moment for the answers to come through or the questions to come through and then we'll start. Okay, no questions yet, that's fine. And we'll start the warm-up. Okay, let's begin with some 𝐶𝐿 loosening exercises of the wrists first. And then up to the elbows and shoulders. And then some shaking out. Now do some swings around, relaxing as much as possible, turning from the hips. Then we did the basketball exercise. Front of that. Okay, last week we did a new one, which is rocking from the back to the front, shifting away, keeping your back straight, no leaning. Feel the feet pushing into the floor. The arms go forward when the front foot pushes the brakes. And change sides, same thing. Okay, now we'll do our Qigong 8 movements. Step out with your left, breathe in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, out, and repeat. One more time. Take 3 deep breaths, breathing in, out. Close. Okay, just checking if we have any questions coming through. Hope everyone could remember. Sorry, hope everyone could hear me while I was doing that. Hi Kim, hi Esther, Simon. Passing horse's mane is a bit sketchy still. Understood. I think we've not done that. We've only done it once, so I'm going to go over it again for you, Simon, add a bit of detail. So the key thing when you do parting the horse's mane is thinking about this motion like you're stroking like a fabric. Imagine you've got a length of cloth when you're doing this. So the hand tracks your nose and your belly button. So imagine this. The hand's never going out by itself. You're never turning like a head. You're matching, so it's coming over, 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 over. On the other side, same thing. You're stepping out, center, then you're rotating. At end of the movement, the hand is in front of the mouth. It's not over here. The other hand, a few inches from your side. A few inches from your side. So, wrong, wrong. Okay. Enough space for an egg, not enough for a chicken. Yeah, space here. Palms towards each other. Palm towards your face. Then it turns over. Palms towards each other. Palm towards your face. Palms towards each other. Glad you like that one. Palm towards your face. Palms towards. Make sure you're turning your center. So this is not Tai Chi. Tai Chi movement is always coming from here. Every movement in Tai Chi is being directed by the waist. The hands, even if they're making a small movement, there's always some intention coming from the center. You're never moving your arms independently. The classics say there are no hands in Tai Chi. There are no hands in Tai Chi. And of course, what that means is not that you don't have hands, but that the hands are not independent from the body. Okay, so let's go through the whole sequence. I hope that helped a bit, Simon. And now we're going to go through the whole sequence up to there. And I'll do a couple facing you and a couple facing away. Some people prefer to mirror, some people prefer to follow my back. So some people just can't wait to see the back of me. So you sign up for Tai Chi lessons and you get dad jokes. It's not what you signed up for, right? Okay, let's do the mirror first. Okay. Left foot up. Commencing form. Repulsing monkey. Brush, knee, push. Take a selfie. Step with the heel. Brush. One side. Toes in. Arm up. Selfie. And by the ear. Brush. And push. Okay. Transition across. You bring the hand over first. Then hold the ball. Parting the wild horse's mane. Stroking in front of the mouth. Holding the ball. Stroking in front of the mouth. Step up. Something to pay attention to is that every time I step a shoulder width. So I actually finish further towards the back wall than I started. You're not doing this on a plank. You have bad balance. So look at it from the side. You're not doing this. You're doing this. So when I turn around, I'm also doing this. So when I turn around, I'm also doing this, which means I'm getting progressively further along. That is correct. If you're doing that, you're doing it correctly. Let's go again, please. So, let's do that one again. I may have forgot to mirror you that time. There Let me do that one again, guys. Mirroring you. Mirroring you. And then the next one I won't mirror, okay? So your right hand first. Transition. 1, 2, 3, 4. Other side. Okay, that time was right. I'm going to go with my back towards you, so follow along, please. So this time, when I step out with my left, you'll be stepping out with your left. Hope you're less confused than I am. We're passing monkey right. Brushing push. Selfie. Send your hand up. Brush with the right. Push with the left. Okay, transition. Left hand sweeps across. Holding the ball. Stroke the hand in front of the face. Keep it on top. To finish, bring your feet shoulder width apart. Equalize the weight. Come up. Drop your wrists. Your fingers. Okay, we'll do that one more time. Hope I'm still with you. I hope you can all still hear me. Do one more rep and then I'll do Q&A, okay? Okay. How was that? All good, all good, all good. That sounds very encouraging. One of the times when I was facing you, I forgot to mirror one of the moves, so apologies if that confused you. I haven't taught this online for a few months, so I forget to mirror image. Any questions? Seems no questions. Okay, we're going to learn a new movement. Just say okay if you're ready for a new movement, please. Right, okay, okay. All right. Let's rock. Hey, that's what I like to hear. Okay. Right. So we're going to do a movement which is called wave hands like clouds. It's one of the kind of quintessential Tai Chi soft circular hand movements, okay? And what we're going to do with this one, initially, I'm going to just do the hand movements, and I'm going to do the step, and I'm going to put it together for you guys, okay? I want you to feel, first of all, you're going to mirror image me, okay? So, in fact, you're going to do this. You're going to get your little index finger, and you're going to imagine you're touching my index finger on the screen. So you're sort of going up to the screen or kind of pointing at it. And I want you to draw a circle. I want you to think of drawing a circle by using your waist to turn. So the height of the circle is about eye level at the top, and then about level with your thighs at the bottom, okay? So just making this circle first. Do the same thing with the other hand. Rock and roll. Thank you, Rich. See how you're making this circle, and I want you to kind of mentally connect your index finger to my index finger. Okay, here's the fun bit. 2 hands. Imagine you're joining my finger. Like I'm on one side of the glass, you're on the other. Drawing that circle. I want you to draw the circle as round as you can. There's no jaggedy bits. Try to make it very, very round, very, very smooth. Now look, you're going to your right. Your eyes are following your right hand. It drops. Now your eyes are following your left hand as you go to your left. So you're never turning like this. You're always keeping connected. Your waist, your hands, your eyes, eventually the shifting of the weight and the stepping will all be in harmony. But we need to get this kind of feeling first. Imagine you're like seaweed in the water, just kind of gently moving with the current. Get rid of all sense of tension. Now, instead of doing fingertips, just open your hand. But follow me still. Your palm is going to be towards you, and at the end, you're going to just turn it gently before it comes down. Your palm is towards you. At the end, you're going to turn it gently before it comes down. Palm is towards you. Turn it gently, comes down. Shift your weight across to the right. Turn the waist. Shift your weight across to the left. Turn the waist. And the hands are continuous, circular, and smooth. Pay attention if you have any tension in your shoulders. You're carrying your arms up, or you're just letting the tension go, and the arms feel like they're floating in the water. Also pay attention if there's any tension in your wrists or your fingers. You shouldn't be making claws. The hand should be soft like silk floating in the breeze. Make a sense as if you're dissolving or releasing the tension, like outwards, like it just expands, like a release, becomes almost sort of gaseous and just dissipates. Has everyone got more or less, give me some feedback, are you completely lost, or everyone can more or less follow that? I'm going to stand up and we're going to go together. Give me an okay or a problem or something not clear. Okay. I know some of you guys have learned this before, so someone who's never done it before, Simon, was that okay? Okay, all good. Okay, sounds right. Let us do the movement together. I'm going to stand up. We're not going to step, but we are going to shift the weight. So we're going to pay attention to the weight shifting across. Now, as the weight shifts across, the movement continues. Even though the weight stops, the momentum, if you like, the continuity, just like when we're doing our arm swings, you stop and the hands carry on because of the energy is going through. So, thanks, Mike. So, the weight shifts across, but then the waist turns. The weight shifts across, but then the waist turns. So we're going to do that for a few minutes. We're going to get into a nice, relaxed state. Very soft, very gentle, okay? Just want you to have your feet about shoulder width, Okay, just about shoulder width apart. Let's begin with if you're mirroring me, your left hand up. So this is the motion. Shift the weight, turn the waist, turn the palm out before it drops. Now your left hand is in your center. It stays in your center. It turns out before it drops. Now the right hand is in your center as you shift. Turn, drop. Left hand in the center. Shift, turn, drop. But I'm maintaining a vertical spine. I'm not leaning. Don't let yourself do this kind of thing, right? Keep straight, but the central axis is free to rotate, like a revolving door. Just goes very easy to turn. Now just let yourself go into a very deep, relaxed feeling. Again, pay attention to your shoulders, your neck. Are you carrying any extra tension? Just the minimum effort necessary. Release that. Your waist should be free. Easy to turn from the hips. Now your eyes follow the hand, but don't stare at your hand. You're looking out at the horizon. If you're indoors, you can imagine the horizon out there. So you're not completely absorbed in your body. That's incorrect. You're aware of your surroundings and your body moving through space. So your internal and external awareness. The relationship between your body and the space that it's moving through. If you're relaxed enough, you can even feel the air as your hands pass through. Let's do one more pair. So we finish back where we started. Then you can just bring the hands in line with the shoulders. Bring the weight to the middle. Come up. How do we feel? Starting, maybe for those guys that are just starting out, maybe you're starting to get a taste of Tai Chi now. Maybe you're starting to get some flow going, sort of getting into the feeling of it. Froze up. Oh, okay. What, you mean you froze up or the screen froze up? Oh, your reply. Okay, that's fine. No problem. Feels good. Excellent. So we have two kind of things, kind of states of consciousness. For the most part, we're out there all the time, aren't we? We're being drawn out, by various pulls or pushes from external environment. And for the most part, we're very unaware of what's going on in our body. unless there's a problem. Most people, the only thing they're aware of is like, I've got a pain or indigestion or something. It's like the body's making itself known. Okay, that's one extreme. The other is where you're completely introspective. You're absolutely absorbed in your body motion, but you're completely unaware of what's going on outside of you. Both of those in Tai Chi are wrong. In Tai Chi, you should be aware of the whole organism and the environment, the whole thing connected. So you're not kind of closing your eyes or going off into a trance or something like that. No, you're acutely aware internally what's going on, articulation of the joints, tension, and you can relax enough, you can begin to perceive like very, very subtle movements. And these are the Chinese called qi, which is the kind of the finest form of sensation. So it's kind of like the mental just becoming physical. It's kind of the first physical thing, okay? And so that's kind of where we're aiming to go with that. Anything special we should be doing with the bottom hand? It's facing downwards, so it's doing this. See that? You're turning it, dropping it, then you relax. So the fingers relax. Fingers relax. Here. Okay, application can be here, application can be here, but in the form it's just very soft. So just very swimmingly. Okay. As you the danger point is this bit. Most people tend to, particularly if you've done some Shaolin Gong Fu, you'll tend to bridge, and don't do that. Just let the hand turn so gently and drop that there's no sense of that in it. Okay, that's a full stop. When you're writing in joined up calligraphy and then you finish, dok. So same thing in Tai Chi, dum, 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 chok, right? But if you want to continue, if you do that, you're breaking the flow. Chinese call it reeling silk. You're spinning silk from a cocoon. If you break the flow, you break the thread, you've lost it. So you maintain the thread. Maintain the thread. This is in the Yang style. So we have different forms, have different emphasis, but this is the best one to start with. No 𝐂𝐴𝐴, no 𝐂𝐴𝐴. Here 𝐂𝐴𝐴. Beginning, commencing form. Here just see it. Not. Nope. No. Yes. Relax. Chum. Song. We call song chum. It's loosening and then sinking under gravity as opposed to being forcibly pulled down. Guilty as charged. We'll try to have to stop. Well, yes, you can feel it. If you know, you can feel it. So, song chum. Loose. You know, we're talking about release. And then things will naturally settle by themselves. Okay, cool. So that's today. We've done wave hands like clouds. What we're going to do next week is add the footwork. So I'm going to show you how to combine that with the step, and then we'll add it into the sequence. So we'll do the commencing form, pulse monkey, brush knee push, part horse's mane, and then we'll go from there into the wave hands like clouds with some footwork. So that will be next week. But what I want you to try and do this week is 5 minutes of your cloud hands, really trying to get into that connection, into that space. Okay, so there is no try. Yeah, sometimes I forget, Joan, and I use the wrong terminology, but there really is no try. Yoda had it right. Yoda had it right. But that's another one. I can waffle about that one. Because there is a place for effort in martial arts. It takes a lot of work and perseverance, but I'm not sure about the word try. But again, if you want to waffle about that one, we can do that this week. Right, so that's tonight's lesson. Hope you all enjoyed it, learned a new movement. And I'm just going to do a plug for the online academy is starting only in rugby. You've just converted me. Yes, the online academy is starting in January, first week of January. So for those of you who don't know, I only do 2 intakes per year for that. Well, I've only ever done one before, so this will be the second ever intake. The plan is to do 2 intakes per year. And that is a much more intensive, it's based on the Thinkific platform. If you want to check it out, go on the Thinkific and look for the Tai Chi and Gong Fu Academy, and it explains how it works. It's much more interactive. It includes me correcting your forms, watching your stuff, giving you specific lessons, warm-ups, cool-downs, way more detail and way more material than I can do on YouTube. Okay, so that will be starting in January for those who are interested. And for those of you who have already enrolled, we continue with the more advanced curriculum. Thank you, Bowl of Kittens, for recommending. Appreciate it. My favorite move to feel relaxed. Me too. It's a really nice one. I know, Joan. I know. I can't help it. So the bad puns are something you just have to put up with if you want to get good Tai Chi. I'm sorry. So that's it for today. And tomorrow, Kung Fu Nugget. We'll get a bit more of a sweat tomorrow, a bit more hard. Today, more soft, more relaxed. So remember, yin and yang. To make your body strong, when you tense, tense. When you relax, relax. When you go sauna, you turn it up. When you go cold shower, you turn it down. In the middle is nothing. In the middle is nothing. So walking around kind of tense, kind of relaxed, kind of dreaming, kind of thinking, nothing. You must separate yin yang. So when we relax it, when we release tension, soft. When we create power, hard. And that's the way we train our Kung Fu. Okay, and same in life. Lots of lessons for that. But always come back to the center and the balance. Otherwise, too much one way, too much the other way is bad. Okay, that's it for today. Goodbye all. Yeah, thanks Christine. And I'll see you guys tomorrow, Kung Fu. And thank you very much.